Hello YouTube, welcome to Tempest TV. I'm your host Jason Ting, aka the Tempest Lord, bringing you the best in Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG coverage all around Auckland, New Zealand, with insight commentary into high-level competitive plays to casual fun out of the normal decks. Please leave a comment if you have any feedbacks to the show, or leave a like if you enjoyed it, cause that will really help me out. Other than that, please enjoy the show. Hello everyone, welcome to Tempest TV. I'm your host Jason Ting, aka the Tempest Lord, bringing you a casual game from Vagabonds, Auckland, New Zealand. On the left here we have Daniel Apanui playing the Spellbook deck with a few different tweaks of his own. On the right we have Kevin Matsuoka, the 2011 runner-up of the Oceania tournament and represented New Zealand in the World Championship. He's going to be playing his own original deck of What Monsters and Emergency Teleport. Isn't that interesting, guys? Without any further delay, let's get into the game, shall we? Alrighty. Here they're just shuffling up and drawing their starting hands. Kevin's on the right and Daniel's on the left. And it looks like Daniel will be starting first. Slight camera adjustment there, sorry guys. Okay, he does summon a Lila to Light Sorcerer. What this does is allow him to mill cards from his deck to the graveyard. Why he's doing that is because he wants as many different spellbooks as he can in the grave to let their power be combos in the game. Kevin then summons Tsukuyomi to flip Lila face down, so you get able to attack it and destroy it. Daniel does drop a fake value to negate Tsukuyomi's effect and saving his Lila. Tsukuyomi does return the hand during the end phase. Alright, and Daniel's turn now. Does sets a card and attack rate for 1700. Kevin responds with a Ghost so early in the game. We usually see Ghost being summoned later in the game where it's less likely to be destroyed, as there's a huge win potential. But Kevin drops it so early, hoping to take field control and force his opponent to waste resources to get rid of it. Daniel just ends and mills 3. Kevin now having a little think. He summons his first Warp Monster, and that is going to be Ward Cobra. It allows him to attack directly to get a free search for another Warp Monster, giving a +1 advantage. It's a great card. He attempts to attack directly, but Daniel plays the face down Magical Dimension, allowing him to tribute his Lila for another spell card from his hand, and that will destroy his to Kevin's Ward Cobra. And now Kevin tries to attack with the Ghost, but then it has just been flipped down by Book of Moon, and giving 2 spell counters to Magical Exampler. Kevin now plays Emerging Teleport to summon Psychic Commander from the deck in the battle phase to attack that Magical Exampler. He did this because he doesn't want Daniel to get spell counters on his Magical Exampler, and especially summoning more spellcasters. Sadly though, it is removed from play during the end phase. Alright, Daniel's turn now. He does summon a Spellbook of the Prophecy. This allows him to search a Spellbook from his deck and add to his hand. He does pick up a Spellbook of the Secrets, which allows him to search for another Spellbook from his deck. Now why is he doing this? As I mentioned before, as he wants as many different Spellbooks in his grave to power up his Reaper of the Prophecy, and that is his combo. He does search a Spellbook of the Life. As you can see in the grave, he does have Reaper of the Prophecy in there, as a result of the Lila's Mill. Great choice to play that Lila. He is now counting different Spellbooks in his grave. He does play a Spellbook of the Master. That allows him to copy a Spellbook from his grave. It does look like he's going to copy Secrets and allow him to search for another Spellbook for his deck. Again, filling his grave with as much Spellbook as he can. He does search for a Spellbook of the Life and plays it. Daniel now happy with the amount of Spellbook in his grave. He is trying to bring out his Reaper of the Graveyard, Reaper of the Prophecy from the graveyard. Sorry guys. Kevin having a quick read of the card. and finally decides to let it resolve. Daniel then banishes his effect Veiler to special summon that Reaper of the Prophecy. He now counts how many different spellbooks he has, and it appears to have 4 different spellbooks. What Reaper then does is that it gains an extra 600 attack boost and enough power to destroy the face down Ghouls, and a free search of a spellbook in the deck. It looks like he does pick up another spellbook of Wisdom, I think? That would be the better choice. Yes, he does pick up another spellbook of Wisdom. This card will allow him to protect his Reaper by making it immune to spell or traps that turn. Alright, he does thinking about playing that spellbook for no apparent reason. Okay, he does attack with the Reaper, but he does attack the token, not the ghost, which is a weird choice. I would have attacked the ghost personally because that take out a huge threat, and that reduces chances of the Reaper dying. Kevin now plays a Book of Moon, probably just trying to waste the amount of wisdom that Daniel has, so the token does fall. Daniel plays a Spellbook of Fate that allows him to banish 3 spellbooks from his graveyard to banish one of the opponent's card. To me, this is such a waste of resources. If he had just attacked the ghost, then you have no reason to play the Fate. You could have set one and then with not line defense. Kevin does play Heavystone. Well, that didn't matter about the Spellbook of Fate, did it? Daniel does change his Spellbook of Wisdom to make his Reaper immune to spells that's turn. Kevin then summons his second Ward Cobra to deal 1000 damage and search for another monster. And sets a card in his turn. There wasn't much he could have done. As you can see, Daniel does top deck a level 2 tuner, and he summons it. And wow, into a huge Torrential Tribute. The tide is now swinging in Kevin's favor, and his opponent has nothing. No hand, no feel. Kevin just needs to solidify his lead and win the game. He does normal summon his last Ward Cobra, and then plays Monster Reborn, bring out another Ward Cobra. This will then let him have a double search, and then he also most likely gonna overlay into a rank 4 Exceed. It's either gonna be Maestroke or Utopia. And it's going to be Utopia. That will reduce his opponent's chance of winning because your opponent can't attack anymore because Utopia just again. Oh my god, what a top deck. He top deck a Monster Reborn. That will allow him to bring back the Reaper and gets his effect off again. And he does have 5 in his deck, and they get the maximum efficiency from the Reaper. What this does is that, in addition to his 600 attack boost and the Spellbook Search, he also gets to special summon a level 5 or higher Spellcaster from his graveyard from his deck, for free. He does summon his Prophecy Destroyer and search for a secret. He does place a secret to search for another Spellbook, and that was going to be Spellbook of Fate. He unexpectedly is overlaying the 2 monsters into a Photon Strike Bouncer. Wow, this will allow him to negate Utopia's effect and kill it. Can you imagine you got all this just from one Monster Reborn? This deck is insane. And now they're debating on whether Kevin wants to use Utopia's effect because that will reduce the amount of material Photon Strike Bouncer has. And it looks like he will use the effect, so Kevin will take an extra 1000 damage. Daniel then sets the Spellbook of Fate and ends his turn. Kevin still has a chance to do something here. And looks like Daniel just removes 3 Spellbooks to bring back the Prophecy Destroyer. With Photon Strike Buster in the field, he can't really do anything. So he's just gonna set an end. And during the end phase, Daniel does play the Spellbook of Fate, removing this face down. And there will be a Tsukuyomi. Daniel draw and reveals that he has a Spellbook of Secret, and that Kevin just gives up. There's nothing he gonna do. And that'll be game, guys.